The greatest and most shocking trades in basketball history have catapulted teams to championships and long-term success. Here are 7 of the biggest deals in NBA history. 1. April 30, 1956, St. Louis Hawks trade Bill Russell to Boston Celtics. The Rochester Royals passed over Russell with the first choice in the 1956 NBA draft, assuming the former University of San Francisco star would miss the season due to his Olympic commitment. The Celtics, Fort Wayne Pistons, and Harlem Globetrotters, the barnstorming team, were the only teams willing to pay Russell's salary demands. The St. Louis Hawks, one of the NBA's worst teams, picked Russell with the 2nd overall pick and traded him to Boston for center Ed Macaulay, a St. Louis native and prized 1953 draft pick Cliff Hagan, who had yet to play for Boston due to military service. Boston coach executive Red Auerbach drafted 3 future Hall of Famers, Russell, Casey Jones, and territorial pick Tommy Heinsohn. In 1956, Boston lost the 1958 NBA title to the Hawks. Russell's Celtics success dwarfed that. He played 13 seasons in Boston and won 11 championships, 9 in the 1960s. He is a legendary player. 2. July 9, 1968. Philadelphia 76ers trade Wilt Chamberlain to Los Angeles Lakers. Philadelphia transferred 3-time NBA MVP Chamberlain to the Los Angeles Lakers after contract discussions stalled. He may stand at least 7-4. He may be the greatest scorer, rebounder, defender, passer combination in the history of basketball, stated Jack Kaiser of the Philadelphia Daily News. He wasn't good enough for the 76ers. Chamberlain nearly joined the ABA's Los Angeles Stars. They reportedly offered to make Chamberlain, one of the greatest athletes of all time, a park owner. Instead, the Lakers acquired him for Darrell Imhoff, Jerry Chambers, and Archie Clark. Imhoff expected a rough start with the Lakers. One don't know if you can have any happiness with 3 superstars, Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, and Chamberlain, on one team. Chamberlain fit in with Baylor and West despite scoring less in lay. The Hall of Famers Lakers earned their 2nd NBA title in 1972. 3. April 21, 1970. Cincinnati Royals trade Oscar Robertson to Milwaukee Bucks. As with many major NBA trades, salary demands were a major factor in Robertson's split with the Royals. Jim Shuttlecott of the Cincinnati Enquirer wrote that was only part of the story. Bob Cousy and Robertson, the first player to average double figures in scoring, rebounding, and assists in a season, evidently clashed. Robertson told the Enquirer one could not continue with this situation. After the arrangement, Cousy was conciliatory. I'm certain that Oscar will continue his brilliant career with Milwaukee and possibly have the opportunity to finish out his playing days with a championship club now that he is teamed with Lou Alcindor's caliber, he stated. Robertson and Alcindor, later Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, made an immediate impact. Bucks won first NBA title in 1971. 4. June 16, 1975, Milwaukee Bucks trade Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to Los Angeles Lakers. Bucks fell 105-104 at Lakers on March 14, 1975. The game result was secondary, after basketball legend Abdul-Jabbar said he wanted to be traded. The problem is one don't have any family or friends in Milwaukee, said the Stark Center. One don't like Milwaukee. One not criticizing. One don't fit Milwaukee socially or culturally. 3 months later, Abdul-Jabbar and Walt Wesley traded to Los Angeles for Elmore Smith, Brian Winters, rookies Dave Myers, and Junior Bridgman. Abdul-Jabbar started Los Angeles with 2 MVP trophies in his first 2 seasons. In 14 seasons in Los Angeles, the Lakers won 5 titles. 5. October 2, 1995, San Antonio Spurs trade Dennis Rodman to Chicago Bulls. Rodman was the NBA's top rebounder and defender. He was also the league's oddest. After a playoff loss to Houston, the Spurs traded him to the Bulls for center Will Perdue. Chicago Tribune columnist Bernie Lincecum criticized the agreement. Typhoid Mary, Muammar Gaddafi, Charles Manson, Lizzie Borden, Jeffrey Dahmer are better news than Dennis Rodman for the Bulls, he said. That's a representative starting 5. We're just talking about trying to take some good chances with the basketball club to put them in a championship state, said Bulls coach Phil Jackson. Rodman boosted the Michael Jordan-led Bulls into a sports dynasty. Rodman led the NBA in rebounding in all 3 of Chicago's NBA titles. 6. July 11, 1996. 7. July 10, 2010. Cleveland Cavaliers trade LeBron James to Miami Heat. James' move to Miami is mostly known for his made-for-television announcement, broadcast on ESPN, and dubbed the decision. But the move was really a trade, one in which the Cavaliers received 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks from Miami for James. The deal united James, stars Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami, and created sky-high expectations. They'd better flatten Earth and take no prisoners. The Heat have never had more heat, only a championship, more than one, and in fact, will allow them to get away with this and not be infamous, columnist Mike Lepresti wrote. The Miami Herald's Dan LeBatard was complimentary of James, writing he chose to take less money. He chose to sacrifice being the singular star of his team in order to share the stage. The move paid off, though not right away. In James' first season in Miami, the Dallas Mavericks upset the Heat in the NBA Finals, but Miami rebounded to win the next two championships.